Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into the episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's topic, first thing first, takes more shots at Lamar Jackson. Look, I didn't even want to, actually there's two people I'm going to address because the next episode is going to be about Shannon Sharpe and his brother. But I wanted to specifically touch on first things first. And if you watch sports talk shows, especially in the morning time, evening time, whatever else it is, everybody knows Nick Wright. That's his show. He has Chris Bouchard on there. I forgot the other guy's name. And then he has the coach on there. Okay? Mangini. And I think y'all remember he was the coach of the New York Jets, flamed out, and never was able to get back into the league pretty much because he just didn't have the stuff. But he's been a Lamar detractor from day one. From day one. And everything Lamar's ever done, he's downplayed. Whatever the Ravens have achieved, he's downplayed. And you know who he always bigged up? Greg Roman. He said, the defense ain't great. The defensive coordinator ain't great. Head coach ain't that great. You know who's great? Greg Roman. And he had some stuff to say about Lamar on first things first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the soundbite, right? And then we're going to break it down because it kind of bothered me. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Like, this is going to be one of those deep episodes. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. Let's see exactly why Nitro is earned.
Here's Lamar's ranks this season. Coach, pretty solid. You were a little bit, let's say, pessimistic about whether the Ravens' change of offensive game plan would work. Has this recent winning streak made you come around?
Yeah, look, I love his completion percentage. I think it's fantastic. I don't love his 9 touchdowns. He's got 9 touchdowns with the new system and his MVP.
Y'all see why I said I wanted, you see what I'm saying, right?
He's got the same amount of sacks that he had last year.
Hey.
He's carrying the ball the same amount as he was in the past. His interception rate is essentially the same. The reason I'm coming around on Baltimore is what they're doing defensively, not what they're doing offensively. And if we bring up, if you look at what they're doing, it's almost every statistical category they're first or second, and that's why they win. And then I know we want to look at this and say Lamar has changed dramatically as a passer, but okay, if 9 touchdowns through what?
9 games.
9 games. If that's the benchmark, when we've seen him throw 36 touchdowns through 16 games, I'd say that we're not really hitting on all cylinders.
All right, bro.
Gotta be honest, Coach. I was expecting an apology. Not quite that.
Let me, I'm not going to go any further with it, but I think y'all caught the message of what he was saying. And I already told y'all the reason why I want certain things the way I want them. It's because I'm a lot more selfish when it comes to the Ravens and Lamar than what the Ravens actually are and what Lamar Jackson is for himself. I really am. And I told him that. Like I told him that. We've had that discussion. And did you see how quickly he brought up the 9 touchdowns? The passing touchdowns? And what was I complaining about the other day? Just the other day, that he doesn't get to pad his stats like other QBs do. Not just in the fourth quarter, but when it's like a little shovel pass that counts. It's a real run play, but it counts as a pass play. Those plays add to Patrick Mahomes' numbers because those coaches stay cognizant of their players. They let them play in blowouts. Yeah. Everyone's saying, we don't want to see him get hurt, Nitro. You would just be blaming Harbaugh and everything else, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even lying when I say I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is no other quarterback. You go down the line, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. If they're blowing out a team, they're not sitting out. They're adding to their numerical stature. That's what they're adding to. Because at the end of the day, numbers get added. And when you're as hated, and y'all gotta understand where I'm going with this. When you're as hated and maligned as someone like a Lamar Jackson, they're looking for every reason to discredit all of your achievements. Hence, listen, I was on Twitter, and Skep the GOAT, shout out to Skep. I always call him Skep. But he had said something very profound that I really liked. Not liked what it meant, but I liked that he said it, because you know what I'm saying? And he said the same people that had the doubts and said that he wasn't supposed to be a quarterback, that is watching him succeed now, a lot of them are going to, do you think they're going to be enamored or happy to try to keep him out of the Hall of Fame? Let's say Lamar wins one Super Bowl, and let's say he gets one more or no more MVPs and stuff like that. Would they take their anger out and be like, well, we were right, he's not really a Super Bowl guy. He won one, he got an MVP, but he's not really a Hall of Fame guy. You know what the crazy thing is? You know what I said? They would do that. Eric Mangini has discredited this man every turn of his career. If it was up to Eric Mangini, he wouldn't be a quarterback, no matter how good he played. Because, see, some people in the NFL are locked into one mindset. A lot of the old guard, and it's not, and I want to make sure I say this, because some people's going to say it has a race thing. There is a race component in it. But old guard black players, a lot of them think the same way, i.e. Shannon Sharpe and Sterling Sharpe. So you can't say, you know what I'm saying? It's so ingrained on how a QB looks and plays that someone like Lamar sends their brains into whack. Like, looking at him, they're like, ugh. Look at the athlete trying to be a QB. That's why they look at it. The reason why I bring this up is because the Ravens are going to be going on a very tedious journey for the rest of the season. And what I mean by tedious, is going to be long at times. It's going to be drawn out, because no matter how much they win, the Ravens will not be graded on how many games they win in the regular season. They could go undefeated for the rest of the season. The way the Ravens will be graded by not only media analysts, but by the fans, is what they do in the playoffs. Even now, that's all in the rest of the clip. That's what they're bringing up. Well, they're playing good, but do you think they'll play that good in the playoffs? Yeah. Defense look good. Will they be to stop them playoff quarterbacks? Lamar's been super efficient. Be able to be that efficient in the playoffs? When it comes to this team, not just Lamar, if we play bad, they can talk bad about us. But when we play good, it does not count. It doesn't count unless we do it in the playoffs. And look, there's some truth to that. I get it. There is some truth to it. You know what I mean? We won, 2 playoff victories in the last, 10 years or some junk like that. So I get I get that there's a sliver of truth in there. But context is everything. And the crazy thing is, a lot of the old guard of the NFL thinks like Eric Mangini. How many athletes, how many great, outstanding players were stopped from being great and amazing players by ignorance? By ignorance. This is pretty much a 2-part episode, because the next episode I'm putting out is going to be on Shannon Sharpe and Sterling Sharpe doing the same thing. Doing the same thing. And if you want to look at it from the racial aspect or the standpoint, they're black. But hey, the Ravens still got a long way to go. I think that they could get it done. I said at the beginning of the year that I got them winning the Super Bowl. I got Lamar winning the MVP, and I got him winning Super Bowl MVP. And I also said that I expect Lamar to get to roughly 30 passing touchdowns, somewhere around there, 30 to 35 passing touchdowns. That's what I said. So I'm keeping out hope that he gets there. The problem is if the Ravens are going to keep routing teams, they're going to keep sitting him. He's already sat out 2 fourth quarters and a part of another fourth quarter. So there's that. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Eric Mangini has a point and that, Lamar ain't nothing special. This offense ain't nothing special. And the only thing good about this team is the defense. Let me know down in the comment section, because what I'm feeling is that the defense has been humming, right? Outside of the Steeler game, the defense has been killing it, right? They've been doing their thing outside of the Steeler game. Now the offense is starting to come along also. And if you have a defense playing as the number one best defense in the league, and an offense that is playing as a top 3, top 5 offense in the entire league, then you're literally doing something outstanding, one of one special. Because let me tell you something right now, you usually don't see it like that. But like I said, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section, all right, about Eric Mangini, his comments about Lamar and this team. Do you guys actually feel that we can make a Super Bowl run with this team? Let me know, all right? And that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. You know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. If you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you want to help donate to the channel, help out with equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen on this side, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do, and the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This show is Dr. signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.